Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to episode 331 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. If the leaders of our nation followed the views of the public more closely, do you think the nation would be better or worse off? Better, because if you do an issue by issue polling of the American people, they're far more progressive than the government because the people want themselves protected and taken care of, whereas the people in power are paid by the billionaires to take care of the billionaires. What should happen to people who inflame religious and ethnic hatred? Well, we have a freedom of speech in America, but freedom of speech is not freedom from consequences. So there should be distinct consequences. Also, there are limits on freedom. If you're trying to incite violence against a person or a group, you should be ostracized. You should be, in fact, arrested. If so, the white nationalists out there that are declaring that we should kill Jewish people or kill Muslim people or kill black people or rape women, they should all be arrested, all of them. You speak like that in public, we have proof that you've done it, you get arrested and you get thrown in prison. Period. It's that simple. Do you think that homosexuals should or should not have equal rights in terms of marriage and job opportunities? Give me a friggin' break, lady. Why are you pushing the socially conservative agenda so goddamn hard? Yes, I believe fully that everyone should have human rights and civil liberties. Even the aforementioned bigots. I want them in prison. I don't want them harmed. What do you think about prohibiting all non-citizens, even legal residents, from contributing to political campaigns? Well, I have a solution to that, which is make all funding for political elections public. So you could donate as much money as you want to, but it all goes into one big pot, and then some algorithm breaks down how much gets allocated to each particular tier of elections. Not individuals. It's like we're not going to say that Bob gets so much and Sally gets no. It's like if you're running for president, presidential elections get this much money, and if you're going to get running for a Senate seat, it gets this much money, and if you're running for so each particular slot gets a different amount of money. Problem solved. Donate as much as you want, goes to everybody. You don't get to put money into a particular person's pocket and then tell them that they owe you a favor. Because if you donate $1 million, half of it's going to go to one candidate and half of it's going to go to the other. You're not getting anything. But thanks for the donation. How young is too young to be president? I think the current is 36. I don't have a problem with that. I don't. I think that there are people who could do the job at 30, and I feel that there are people that would not be qualified to do the job at 130. For example, our current president. Uh, what do you do if, oh, these should be fun. What do you do if the president tried to end a strike and failed? I'd be really happy because presidents should be involved in ending strikes like Reagan did. Strike Organized labor is one of the most important things in all the world. Capital's already organized. Labor should be as well. So don't end strikes. Not unless it means you've met the strikers' uh, demands, then they're okay to end. What would you do if the draft was reinstated? Um, Want to have it be very equitable. Men, women, all classes, all economic strata, but all of them would get drafted at the same rate. What would you do if your best friend wore a fur coat to your party? I think it was tasteless. Um, I don't have a problem with leather, for example, because, or even, other meat animals like sheep and things. I don't have a problem with that. But animals that are killed just for their fur, I have a problem with that. What would you do if terrorists started to attack U.S. cities on a frequent basis? They do. In 2018, every act of domestic terrorism was conducted by a white nationalist. So they already do, and we don't do a goddamn thing because we only care when terrorists are brown. And lastly, for 331, what would you do if your significant other became extremely politically active? You'd have to ask my wife that question because I talk about politics way more than she ever wants to listen to. But I would encourage a person to become politically active. Unless, of course, they're becoming politically active because, they're a white nationalist, then I think they could just shut the fuck up because we don't need any more white nationalists. We have enough already. We're chock full of them. They're everywhere. From the White House all the way down to dog catchers. They're all over the goddamn place. Alrighty. Thank you for being here for episode 331 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. I hope that you will be here for episode 332.